Good evening, darlings, and a very warm welcome to Friday Night Live with me, Boaty, and I'm here to see out Friday and welcome in Saturday with a smile and a giggle and a glug of the old cold white splush. How are you, darlings? I hope you've had a splendid day. I hope the sun has been shining on your upturned rosy apple cheeks. Bless you. It's been lovely. It's been a lovely day here, weather-wise, anyway, weather-wise. And I hope it has been for you. So, normal rules apply. It's going to be a shorter one tonight, darlings. I am hanging out of my bottom with tiredness. And I don't think I'm going to be able to see it through till midnight, but we'll certainly get past the midnight mark. Oh, yeah. Oh, very much so. Very definitely. 100%. Incontrovertibly. It's a nice word, isn't it? Write that down. This is broadcasting gold. Normal rules apply. I'd love to know what you've been up to, what you've been eating, of course, how your day has been, and if there's anything in particular you would like to talk about tonight, hey, we can do it. Of course we can. This is our time, you and me. Nothing is off the table. And I mean that, of course, metaphorically. Literally, many things are off this table. This is now off the table, and now it's back on. So I hope that clears that up for you, and thank you very much for asking. Our first cab off the rank tonight is Jimmy, the mighty Quinn, who says, "Good evening, Boaty Dog." Good evening, Jimmy. The M11 is here. Hello, sausages. Hello, sausages. I hadn't planned to be here tonight, as wanted to get an early night. But since I've slept a lot during the day, I may well pop in after all, if you're lucky. Oh, well, there we are. I'll get you sleeping during the day. Peter P is with us and says, "A very good evening." A very good midsummer's evening, Betty and all. The very good evening to you, Peter P. I didn't realise you had that accent. I thought you might sound a bit more Scandinavian. Oh, the lovely Sarah Parsons is here from South Wales. There's lovely. Evening, Jason and everyone. Barry Scrotter is with her and says, "Good evening, all." Andrew Buttygig is here. I can't believe it's not Buttygig. A very good evening, Boaty. Jimmy, the delightful Emma, Peter P, Sarah, and Barry. And a very good evening to you, Andrew. Hope you are well. Well, actually, no, I really do hope you're well. I mean, yeah, I hope. Well, I hope you're doing all right. I hope you're doing all right. I saw the message after I closed the live down last night, so I didn't get a chance to mention it or reply to it. But I hope everything's reasonably okay, and your work are being decent with you. Cheers, darlings. You're very good health. Up yours. Ah, lovely. Good evening, all, says Bad Books. You'll need all the rest you can get, Emma, says Jimmy F500, because the big fella might tire you out next week. And oh, hello everyone. My manners, honestly. We're looking naked without our stars beside us, says Jimmy F500. Oh, yeah, the old channel member things. I'm sorry about that. God, and there's still ages to go, isn't there? August the 27th. Oh dear. It's a massive pain in the arse. It really is. But it is what it is. Can't be helped. Oh, on the subject of channels, I'm going to officially, properly launch my UK singles YouTube channel tomorrow. You might remember that I planned to launch it about a year ago and it kind of didn't really happen, but it's going to happen tomorrow because I've got a good video to post up. I've got an hour-long video of the UK's leading dating and relationship coach responding live to questions from single men in the UK singles community thing. It actually happened ages ago when singles were still thriving. So it happened, God, 4 years ago, 5 years ago or something. But I thought, oh, I could stick that on YouTube. Nobody needs to know it's 5 years ago. The advice is still just as good. So I did a screen grab of it and I've rendered it and everything. And it's going to go up tomorrow. I didn't think it was going to go up tomorrow because when you watch today's Daily Diary, you will discover that fat-brained ass that I am, I managed to not be able to get into my UK singles account. Couldn't remember the email to log in, couldn't remember the password, couldn't remember anything. And without one little bit of information, you can't go through I forgot my passport procedure. Excuse me, I need to cough. But then when I got in from work tonight, just while I was setting you guys up, I suddenly had a thought and I wondered if it was still saved as a login, as a saved account on my old iPad. So I went and looked and thank God it was. So from that, I could see what the email address was. I then managed to figure out what the password was. So now I'm back in, I've got access and I'm going to stick that video up tomorrow. I'm going to ask you all you don't have to watch the video, but I am going to ask you to subscribe because I would like to get 50 subscribers so that I can do some live streams on that channel. And see if I can reinvigorate singles. I know I've banged on about this before, but it really is very close to my heart, and it does. It's historically, it's done a lot of good. It's made a lot of difference to people, and I put a hell of a lot of time and effort into it, as did other people, and it's been part of my life for 8 years now. And it's just a shame that what's left is, no offense, but almost worthless. I mean, it just does nothing. I was going to say it's not a shadow of what it was, but it's not even not a shadow. It used to be an amazing, thriving community. Online, loads of real life stuff happening, loads of meetups, bowling leagues. You know, it was a really, really brilliant thing, and now it's just nothing at all. And I would love to find a way to revitalize it. And if I could, maybe, now I've got a bit of experience with YouTube, that maybe, and seeing how well the YouTube community has worked with you guys and this channel, then maybe YouTube will give it a bit of a kick up the bum. Get some new people in, more dynamic people, and try and get the dynamic back to where it used to be. I I won't even say go and look at it 'cause it's so awful that I wouldn't want you to look. I'd be ashamed. But there we are. So that'll be happening tomorrow. Now that I can actually log in. In fact, I might set it to upload tonight so it can upload overnight, and then I've just got to do a thumbnail and whatnot in the morning and set it free. And hopefully it'll get a view or two and some subscribers. Happy Friday, everyone, says Alan Simpson. Neil is with us. Hello, one and all. How are we tonight? The M11 is still here. Good evening, Boaty. Hope you've had a better day today. And I have, M11. Thank you. Today has been better than yesterday. Thank goodness. Mustard's here, the lovely Project Nigel. Hello, everyone. Good evening, puffballs. Puffballs? Matron? Pufflings. They're my pufflings, our pufflings. It's a very full moon, and I'm feeling the lunacy. Let's all turn into hairy beasts, count the stars, and howl at the sky. Standard Friday night for you then, Matron. Oh, what was that line I came up with last night? Oh, I meant to remember that. Oh, couldn't use it as a... I couldn't use it as a video title last night, could I? Because when it's with Emma and Boaty, there's kind of not enough room for a video title. But I could do it tonight if I could remember what the hell it was. It was Lord's Prayer, wasn't it? Hail Mary, full of grace. No, it's not that one. Oh, God, I've forgotten the Lord's Prayer now. Oh, dear God. Oh, our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, probably by Matron. That's right. That was the line. I might squeeze that into tonight's title. Dear. Refuse doing any of Boaty's housework, Emma, advises Andrew Buttigieg, especially if he pulls out the skimpy maid uniform, unless you're into that sort of thing. Don't talk to me about housework. Don't talk to me about housework. I've come to realise that the life that I'm being ping-ponged. Is that a community chat ping-pong? I'm guessing it is. Oh, well, what sort of ping-pong is that? That's weird. And where's my other phone? I've lost the phone, darlings. Where's that phone? Oh, here it is. Oh, right. Yeah. Oh, it was. Thank you, Emil. Yes, I remembered it in the end, but thank you for that. Yeah, I've come to the realization that I've managed very cleverly, and I was being ironic there. I really mean very stupidly. I've managed to engineer a life and a lifestyle for myself where every minute of every day is spoken for. Right? I'm sleeping, I'm eating, or I'm working, or I'm working. Now, when I'm working, then that means that I'm going to the restaurant, coming back from the restaurant, I'm at the restaurant, or I'm doing restaurant online admin type stuff. And that counts as working without the, because I am actually getting paid for that. Very little, but I am actually getting paid for it. But when I'm working, that means I'm doing YouTube stuff or single stuff or prattling about with the cars. So I'm kind of working, but I'm not actually getting paid for it. So, that's why, working. But that's every minute of the day spoken for. So when it comes to the idea of, right, I've got a house guest coming, I'll have a jolly good spring clean. I haven't got time. Because I'm so set in my routine ways that, I do it automatically. I come downstairs, I put the coffee on, get a slice of bread in the old toaster, and I sit down and I start doing things. I start working. and then I'll get up, I'll get the coffee, I'll get the toast, and that's it. From that moment on, literally every minute is spoken for. If I watch a YouTube video or something like that, then I'm doing that in the background. I'm doing something. Now, obviously, I factor in the basics. So I do my laundry, I do my washing up, I shove the Hoover around every now and then when I remember. But there's no room in that routine for any kind of proper clean type thing, spring clean type thing. So I've taken the executive decision that sod it. I'm a sad old hermit living in a damp old cottage in the arse end of nowhere. And if you want to come and visit me, lovely. I will make you very welcome. You will be fed, watered. Hopefully, you'll have a laugh or two. And if something is a bit dusty or a bit cobwebby, just live with it, deal with it. I do. And there you go. So that is my cunning plan. My cunning plan is to just do nothing, really. I mean, I have laundered the bedding, and oh God, there's a thing for you. There's a thing for you. And I need to apologize to Neil and Sophie. Now, Neil and Sophie very kindly kind of made the bed a bit after they stayed here. Not that there's much bed making to do, you know, it's a duvet and some pillows and whatnot. And that bed hadn't been used for quite a while. I'm trying to think who the last person to sleep in that bed was. And it would have been, oh, well, that would have been Chinese Madam, wouldn't it? Yeah, would have been Chinese Madam when I booted her out of my room for being outrageous. Because I needed to get some sleep. So when I went to strip the bed, get all the bedding off, get it in the laundry, all of that, I realised that the bottom sheet, the fitted sheet, was all a bit of a mess, and I didn't think anything about it. I just thought, oh well, Neil and Soph probably got it on, and so I just whizzed them all off the bed, whizzed everything into. Well, I did 2 loads of laundry. I did the whites and the coloured separately because I'm not an animal, darlings, to be honest. And then when so I thought, well, and this is the kind of thing I do. It's probably wrong, you know, on many levels, practically, morally. But I thought, right, so I hung the duvet cover and pillowcases up to give them a chance to dry. But I thought, I'll put the mattress protector, because I washed the mattress protector as well. I did a proper job. I did a full job, darlings. All right, Neil. I'm coming to that, Neil. I was coming to that, right? You've jumped the gun then. You've been premature with your toasted todger. So yeah. So I thought, well, what I'll do, I'll put the mattress protector and the fitted sheet on the bed, and they can dry on the bed. It's a lovely warm day. And then I'll, you know, put the duvet cover and pillowcases on. Oh, I'm so sorry. This Friday night. I'll put those on tomorrow when they've dried, or Sunday morning, or, you know, whenever. And the mattress protector went on reasonably okay without too much of a problem. It's kind of lost its elasticity a bit, but that's not a problem. The fitted sheet will hold it in. But when I went to fit the fitted sheet, I realized it had lost any pretension to being a fitted sheet, and it was behaving like a flat sheet. In other words, all of the elastication at the corners of the fitted sheet had de-elasticated itself. It honestly, like my old sex pants, there was just no elasticity there at all, literally none. Now, I am a man who can do hospital corners, darlings. My mother was a matron, and You don't have a matron for a mother without learning how to do hospital corners. But that's with a flat sheet. You can't do hospital corners with a fitted sheet. So that then put me into a state of some panic because I couldn't make a nice, neat bed in the guest cupboard with this floppy, old, knackered, fitted sheet, could I? So I don't mind telling you, darlings, that I hurtled downstairs at the speed of greased weasel droppings, and I jumped onto Amazon and I ordered a new fitted sheet, Egyptian cotton. Thank you very much. Now, I wasn't going to get an Egyptian cotton one, but I haven't got any money at the moment. Yeah, you've never heard that before, have you? So I couldn't actually afford to buy a sheet with real money. However, I've got one of those things for poor people where you can buy something online and pay for it in 4 quarters. So I thought, right, brilliant. I'll buy a sheet. And, you pay for it in 4 25% installments over, and, the first installment doesn't come out for 2 weeks. Well, I always think that in 2 weeks, I'm either going to be incredibly rich because the YouTube channel has broken through, although that obviously doesn't apply at the moment, or I'll have got an amazing new job, or I'll have won the lottery, or I'll have, committed a really, really excellent crime or something like that, or I'll be dead. One of those 2 things will apply. All right, that's the way my mind works. It's feast or famine. 2 weeks' time is long way away, right? Long way away. And by the time that 2 weeks comes round, then boom, like I say, dead or rich. I allow no room for middle ground. So I didn't worry about that too much. But I thought, well, I'll be sensible and I'll buy a nice, cheap, fitted sheet. It's only for the bed in the guest cupboard. Doesn't have to be anything nice. It's not like I'm going to be enjoying it. It's going to be somebody else. And I'm a very selfish man. I don't care about other people's comfort. Of course I don't. You would expect nothing less from me. So I found a nice fitted sheet for £6.99, which would be delivered next day, i.e. tomorrow. And I thought, right, that'll do. Tried to go through the doings, and the pay in 4 installments thing is only available on purchases over £10. So I thought, oh, fucking hell. So I had to jump back on. And I thought, well, I'm going to have to buy a cotton one. I'm going to have to buy a bloody nice one that would like $11.99. So I went and looked at one of those, but the $11.99 price was for a small double. And the double in the guest cupboard is a normal double. And that was even more expensive. I thought, oh, sodding hell. So in the end, I settled for the grand sum of £11.49 of the King's new pence. A sheet that seems to be quite popular now. People bang on them. It's some kind of microfiber sheet. I looked at the reviews and they all said it was excellent. And it's supposed to be supremely comfortable, and it keeps you cold in the winter and warm in the summer. Other way around, it keeps you warm in the summer and cold in the winter. It keeps you cool in the summer and warm in the winter. It's supposed to be amazing. So I settled for that, £11.49. It'll be arriving tomorrow. Hopefully it will be a nice sheet and it will fit properly. And it means that the mattress protector will be properly maintained, contained, and all will be good. But that was a bit of an emergency that, quite honestly, darlings, I wasn't expecting. But, I dealt with it manfully and decisively and promptly. So, and if I hadn't told you about it, nobody would have needed to know. And if this sheet turns out to be some kind of a wonder sheet, that's wonderful and amazing in its keeping coolness in the summer and all of that, then I shall nick it and put it on my bed. Because, as I say, I'm a very selfish man. Anyway, speaking of hairy beasts, hello mustard, says Matron. Hi Paul, how is your lovely new car? Asked Jimmy. Yes, Boaty, you need to get well rested because I'll soon be there to thoroughly tire you out, says the M11. I don't need any help in being thoroughly tired out. I seem to be in a permanent state of being thoroughly tired out at the moment. Don't know how that works. Maybe because I stay up until all hours rattling to you and then getting drunk and eating curry. Boaty, no lunch bit from Monday, asked Matron. Realised earlier we've not been fed one this week. 1919 tomorrow night, Matron. I've already half edited it. And so there's going to be loads of videos tomorrow. You'll have the daily diary. You're going to have Mustard and Boaty do lunch in the 1919 slot on this channel. You're going to have the video with Kiki on the UK Singles channel. And then on top of all of that, you'll get a bloody live stream as well. I watch a channel. I don't watch it that much anymore. I started watching it when it was a brand new channel. And I thought, oh, this might be good. And then I kind of got bored of it. And now I don't watch much stuff now. Only Harry's Garage and the occasional Blot and you know, community friends, obviously. But I mean those outside the community. And she's decided that she's going to start doing a daily vlog. Like a daily diary video, you know, and she's been banging on about, you know, can I manage it? And bear in mind that she's, to all intents and purposes, she's a full-time YouTuber. And she's been banging on about, can I manage it? Will it be too much? Will it ruin my mental health? Will it ruin my life? Full-time YouTuber, right? And she's been doing these daily vlogs for 3 days now. And they're about 5 minutes long. And I watched one of these and I thought, well, fucking get a grip of yourself. You're banging on about everything that's involved and how difficult it is to make a 5-minute daily vlog. Right? I'm holding down a full-time job, and tomorrow you've got what will probably be a 40-minute daily vlog or daily diary, whatever you want to call it. A long form video, an hour long, another long form video, an hour long, and a live stream that's going to be at least an hour long. I thought, bloody hell, you don't know you're born, woman. But it also did, you know, make me think, maybe that's why I'm always tired. And I've got bags the size of suitcases under my eyes. But seriously, all this banging on about, a daily vlog, it's too much of a commitment, it's this, it's that, and you've got to edit it, and you've got to do it all in the same day, and you've got to, and you've got all day to do it. You're a full-time YouTuber, right? I have to do it. And you live with your mum. You don't even have to do housework or laundry or cooking or anything like that, right? And I'm on my own. I have to do all my own laundry, all of my own housework, all of my own cooking. I have to go to work, and just doing a 5-minute daily vlog and nothing else, no live stream, no long form video, nothing else. Even when I've got to do all of my own housework and everything and go to a job, that would be like being on holiday. That would be like being on holiday. I'm not going to do it because I would miss you too much. But There you go. And that is also the difference with this is another thing. It's another difference with another channel. Now, she bangs on about how much how much all the viewers mean, and oh, love you all. Oh, you make such a difference to my life, blah, 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 blah. But nothing goes back. A video will go out, she gets paid for it, and she'll reply to some of the comments, right? If you genuinely are committed to a community and you do shit like this, where you can actually, honestly. And that's why life is unfair, because, she'll be earning about 100 times she'll be earning an infinite amount more than me now, because I don't earn anything. But she'd have been earning 100 times more than I was earning before I was demonetized, without putting any of the effort in. Why? Why? Because we live in a sexist and racist society. That's why. She gets all of those views and all of that money because she is a young woman with breasts and a nice smile. And it seems to be mostly men that watch YouTube, and they're all perverts. And I'm an old fat bloke with no teeth, with a racially mixed heritage. And I can put all the work in that you care to name, and I still only get 36 views on a video. I mean, at least those 36 views come from you gorgeous people that genuinely are my friends. But, it drives me mad. One of the guys at work that I was probably the most fond of, I used to love talking with him, Manoj, and he said, there's a massive Nepali community who all watch YouTube. Why don't you film more with us in our actual community? Not at the restaurants, that's like a work environment, but why don't you come spend time with us in our community in Nottingham and film that, and you will pick up thousands of subscribers, because all of the Nepali will watch you, both in the UK and around the world. And you'd earn really good money. And I said, that is a brilliant idea. Let's do it. So we provisionally set up a kind of do lunch video, but in Nottingham with some of the Nepali guys in their home, eating traditional Nepali food and all of that. Oh, God almighty. 4 days later, Ram said, bad news. Manager's gone. I said, what do you mean he's gone? He said he's gone. He was offered a job in London. His studies were about to end. He needed a work visa, and we couldn't give him enough hours. So he's moving to London with his wife. Got a new job, and I thought, oh, bloody hell, selfish bastard. Oh, there goes my YouTube future. Oh, excuse me. Such a lovely guy. Oh, hello. I didn't realise we were doing a call-in. Oh, well. Good evening.
Hello, it's Mr. David Smith here.
Hello, how are you, sir?
Not too bad. I've been egged on by Emma and Goodwood to phone you up.
Oh, okay.
I had to turn the volume down on the live feed because obviously it's sort of...
Yeah, your feedback.
Exactly. Is that okay? Anyway, I've had 2 bottles of wine. I'm ahead of you.
Good man.
I'll be cool.
Well, it's very nice to speak. We've never spoken before, have we?
No. I might have been accused of starting the rumour about you working in a chip shop in Ripley, but...
yeah. Just a bit. Bloody hell.
I think Mustard put me up to that, but...
Yeah, oh, well. We'll blame him for that. I blame Mustard for most things, to be fair. You sound nothing like I imagined you would.
That's not my real face on my thumb on my YouTube account.
It wasn't that. I just had... I had a guy in singles with the same name as you, and he was a broad Brummie. So whenever I see that name, I assume that you're going to be a broad Brummie. You sound quite posh.
That's my phone voice. And we all have a phone voice, and we'll have a normal voice. But yeah, I'm from Leicester, so yeah.
Did you go to grammar school?
No. Comprehensive.
No? Okay.
With a dodgy PE teacher.
Yeah, standard.
Which you all found out later in life that was a paedophile, but that's the the 70s.
They all were. They were either a paedophile, or they were a sadist, or they were both.
I've got stories, and when I talked to other people from the same time, and they all said, I've got the same story. So,
yeah,
crackers. But yes, it took me 2 bottles of wine to phone you up.
Oh, bless you. Do you still live in Leicester?
I do, but I did sort of, I've always been in Leicestershire. Now I live in a narrowboat by the River Soar.
Oh, fantastic.
And I am a commercial catering engineer. So I used to sort of be interested in the old restaurant you worked in. And
don't come to our place. You'd have a heart attack.
Yeah, don't ask Walker Catering to go and do a gas safety inspection on your kitchen. It'll fail.
Now, on my second date with Boo, because of course Boo lived in Leicester when we met, and on our second date, we went to a pub on the River Soar for lunch. And
Marvin the Soar Point. I think you lived near, what was it, near Everton, Highfields Way?
Oh, God. I don't know. I'll tell you what it was near. It was near the Great Central Railway. You know, the Heritage Line.
Yeah, okay, I know that one, yeah.
So it was on some really awful council estate near there.
Yeah, Bede Island, yeah.
Something Farm. Meadow Farm?
What? No, not Meadow Farm, surely.
I'm sure it was called Something Farm. The estate was called Something Farm.
Yeah, it's where they put all the idiots, but yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, that would be right. It was awful. I hated it.
Oh, no. Yeah, there is some... It's the same with most city places. There's always the nice bits and the bad bits.
Yeah.
I live in a nice part of Leicestershire now.
Where you live
I
on
lived
a
in the centre, but I now live in a nice place, Leicestershire.
Well, you live on a river. That's got to be a nice place. Well, I don't know. I mean, I think from the outside, I think it looks incredibly romantic to live on a narrowboat. But I guess it's one of those things that looks amazing. And if you look at a YouTube channel of somebody who does it, they will make it look amazing. But in many ways, it's probably a pain in the bleeding ass.
You definitely got it there. I've been watching narrowboat programs on the Channel 4 repeats, and it's like Narrowscapes, and it's this romantic side of living on a narrowboat. It is fucking great, to be fair, but it can be a pain in the ass at the same time.
Yeah, but the balance is that on balance, even though it's a pain in the ass, the good bits outweigh the bad, I guess. A bit like living in the arse end of nowhere, like me.
Or being friends with Mustard, or owning a Rover.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the highs and the lows.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, dear.
But yeah, I was egged on by Greenwood and Emma to phone you up, and I thought I'd give it a go.
I'm glad you did. It's so nice to speak to you. I wish more people did this. It's brilliant putting at least a voice to the name.
I think people should. It's a weird jump from sitting there watching the YouTube live feeds and actually get to know, let's say, you or Mustard, and then feeling like you're sort of part of the community. But it's a weird, huge step, which I didn't think would be a huge step. To actually, you'd think if I met you in the street, I'd be able to talk to you.
Yeah.
But to make the jump from being the YouTube on the computer and then phone you up. It was a big step.
It's
weird, isn't it?
It is a bit weird. Have you met Mustard? Have you been up to the yard?
I'd like to go and see all of you up there.
Oh, come and have lunch with us. If there's a Monday you're not working.
But to be fair, I have took the piss out of Mustard's nasal hairs in comments in the past.
Yeah,
and I was going to send him up a nasal clipper. So I feel like he won't like me when I go there because I've took the piss a bit.
I think he's got one. But he doesn't know how to use it.
Yeah, you need to go to one of them Turkish barbers, where they do your shave stuff and then get the sort of methylated spirits and the flame and sort of zap away your hairs.
That's such a thing now, isn't it? I don't know what it's like. I don't know what it's like in Leicester now, but in Ripley, where the restaurant is, then and like many town centres, it's kind of dying on its ass. But every time a charity shop closes down or anything else, a Turkish barbers opens. And it's like you've got the central bit of the town, which you said it on the videos. It's like a square with a one-way road about it. And I think there's probably 60 or 70 businesses on the square, and I'm pretty sure that over 50 of them are Turkish barbers. And you kind of have, honestly, there's shed loads of them. There's shed loads of them, and every time a building becomes empty or a company goes bump or whatever, they're we'll have another Turkish barbers.
Well, is this do they do the ass back and crack thing as well? I mean,
I haven't got a clue. I don't bloody go in there, do I? I mean, look at the state of me. Do I look as if I've seen a barber any time lately?
Well, yeah, but I've got no hair at all. Boaty, to fair, I've not seen a bob since I was about 25. But yeah, they did. I'm sure they did the whole beardy thing. So if you've got a beard, they did the beard trimming, and and the ear hair and the nose hair and the bum hair and the knob hair and stuff like that.
Oh, we could get Mustard pissed and take him to one.
Yeah, right. My biggest, I'm not going to slag off of the YouTube and stuff like that. I love Mustard to bits, but his angle of his camera when he does his videos does show a lot of his nose, and it's very, very hairy.
He did.
And when I watch his videos, I'm eating my tea.
Yeah, well, it could be worse. I mean, if he altered the angle of his camera, you're going to be seeing his cock.
Look, them fucking shorts he wears, it's like Limping Christie.
Oh,
he's a fucking lunchbox, man. I know he's got a big, I don't want to see that in my face when I'm eating my tea.
None of us do. None of us do. And it was like literally the elephant in the room for years. People must have watched Mustard's videos for 2 years and thought, well, his cock's always on show. And it's only in the last 6 or 8 months that, we've come together as a community and, we've all suffered the trauma and we've bonded together and we've come up with the bravery to say, look, quite frankly, we feel violated.
Here's that PE teacher.
He missed his calling, didn't he? He missed his calling. No, come up to the yard. Come up and have lunch with us. He won't mind you take the piss out of his nasal hair. That's if you allow yourself to have nasal hair like that, you've got to expect it.
Well, I'm only trying to improve his profile and his channel. So it's like if you get rid of nasal hair, you'll get more viewers. And I think, he's got the new car, the Audi.
Oh, I know, yeah.
And he was a little bit embarrassed. He was like, he's trying to make excuses, blah, blah. This is a car, it's saved from the family and stuff like that. Don't judge me on it. We're all those people that. I don't think he realises that most people here are car people, not just rover people.
Mm.
And they don't mind the other alternative makes of cars. So he could review these other cars. Just the Volvos and the Audi, stuff like that.
the weird thing is that I think because he's worked to such a niche that maybe it's not quite the same now, but certainly before, if he did any single video that was another car and not an MG Rover, he would get complaints and he would lose subscribers. And even on that one on the Audi, he lost subscribers. There were
Really?
there were some snarky comments. There were a lot of dislikes, which is, I mean, it's just crazy, absolutely crazy. I ranted about this the other night.
It is ridiculous. I mean, okay, I live in a narrowboat. I reckon if you must have come down and go a narrowboat trip with me and called it Narrowboat Escape, you'd probably get loads more views. I know it's bullshit, but I don't, the Rover thing is, it is, I don't know. I like Rovers. I like Hondas as well.
Yeah, me too.
I like a car that's old school.
I love a Honda.
I've got a thing about Honda Preludes. I don't think it's practical for my everyday life because I'm going to go to work every day. I'm a commercial catering engineer, so I need sort of a bigger car.
Mm-hmm.
But if I could roll around in a Rover or a Honda and do my everyday job, I'd go for a Rover or a Honda. But it's not practical for my line of work.
Do you only have one car?
Sorry?
Do you only have the one car?
Yeah, I've got this is ridiculous. I'm commercial catering. I drive around a Vauxhall Corsa C, 2005. Because I'm not an idiot. I don't go on need a Volkswagen Transporter to do my job. I need a little car to get me to and from work, and I'm a commercial catering engineer. So I don't drive around a brand new Transit, stuff like that. I'm a realist. I live in a narrowboat. You don't need a flash vehicle to do your job. You need a reliable vehicle.
True.
If someone told me that I could have a Rover R8, I'd love a Rover R8. I'd love a Tomcat. Say, Dave, there's your car. Let's go to work. I'd love it. But you got to be realistic about these sort of things. You know what I mean? Reliability and tax and fuel costs and stuff like that. I love your channel because you go to work every day in a Rover.
I do, yeah.
And I think it's fucking brilliant.
Well, the only problem,
you've got about 5 of them parked outside your house, so you got a choice. So
you bloody have to have 5 of them parked outside your house because there's a strong chance that only 1 out of the 5 is going to be working on any given day. So you have to have a bit of a fleet just to be able to get to your job.
Yeah, very true. But yeah, what was okay? I've had an MG Maestro, MG Montego Turbo. I've had a Rover 850 Sterling. I've done the Austin Rover. I was very loyal when I was young, back in the 80s. We hated Ford. We were Rover with BL.
Yeah.
And we stuck to it through thick and thin. And we got punished for it.
Yes, that's the thing, isn't it? Yeah. No good deed goes unpunished. Try and be patriotic and support your national motor industry, and you yeah. Oh,
right. Do I need to let you get back to your streaming thing?
Probably. I need to bugger off and get something to eat. But it's been really cool speaking to you. Thank you so much.
Well, hopefully I can encourage more of these people on the streams to have the confidence to actually phone you up.
Absolutely. And give us a ring when Emma's here as well. Have a chat with Emmels.
I do like Emma. She's definitely a quality person, I must say.
Well, she's a step up from me anyway.
You're beautiful, Boaty.
Oh, bless you.
All right, I'll sign off now.
Have a great night, mate. Thanks again.
You too, mate.
Ta-da then.
Cheers.
Well, that was super cool and super unexpected, wasn't it? That was brilliant. I loved that. Oh, God, we're on fire. Good evening.
No, sir.
And that's just brought things down to earth, hasn't it? I genuinely love the idea of actually having a chat with people that you know them from comments, you know the name, but it's totally different when you actually speak in person. I really enjoyed that. What a lovely guy. What an absolutely lovely guy. Oh, and thank you, Neil. Nice to speak to you too. Right. Oh, God, what time is it? God, time's marching on, isn't it? I was going to go at midnight. Let's catch up with some comments. Hello. Neil says, I had a wonderful experience with a blowtorch today. The torch part of it came off the gas bottle and kept spraying gas out. Oh, dear me. And ignited. God, I was in a massive fireball. Lucky for me, I didn't get burnt. Well, that's a bloody change, isn't it, Neil? That could only happen to Neil, couldn't it? He's in a fireball with in a blowtorch accident and comes out completely unscathed. He goes on a nice holiday to Spain or a Spanish island and has to be brought home via air ambulance because his todger's been toasted. Oh dear. Oh, Rover Joe is here. Rover Joe. Boaty, hello, Rover Joe. Oh, Mustard says, I think he's talking about his car here. It's great. I've been making a video of it today, as so many people have said they'd like to see it. Yeah, absolutely, and it should be on the channel. We spoke about all of this on Monday. There were some snarky comments. There were people like me who've taken the piss out of him and accused him of now wishing to annex this Sudetenland. But I think that maybe things have changed a bit, Mustard. Your channel's quite a bit different now to what it used to be, in that you don't just have Rover or MG Rover nerds watching you. You've got all sorts of people watching you, and they're watching you for you and your live streams and your nonsense, not just for the Rover cars. So although you might get the odd unsubscribe and dislike and snarky comment and whatnot, then on the whole, people will just totally understand that you need a reliable, safe daily car. I would like one, to be honest. I would like to have something like that as a daily car, just as a slugger to put the miles on to get to work and back. The only reason I haven't got one is I can't afford it. So I have to use, if the money situation ever changed, that's what I would do. And I told you that with the plans for the restaurants and the Airbnbs and all of that, my idea was to get a Ford. I fancied a Ford. Have my fleet, but the daily would be, I think I thought a Ford Grand C-Max would be a good thing. A really nice spec one in bronze. Oh dear. Oh, Jonathan Dix, haven't seen you for a while. Good evening, Jason. Hope you're well. Hope you are too, sir. Thank you for being here. Sorry to keep you up so late on a Friday night. Neil says, when your monetization comes back online, will the gifted memberships be valid, as they haven't had them technically? Good question, Neil. Haven't got a clue. Is the honest answer to that. No, haven't got a clue. Haven't got a clue. And there was no mention of anything like that, as far as I recall, in any of the blurb that they send you when they were telling you. Good question. Good question. I honestly don't know. Yeah, I don't know. We're just going to have to, we're just going to have to play that by ear. It's a good point because, of course, the night before I got demonetized, you gifted the memberships, didn't you? So they only had about 12 hours of channel memberships, which were paid for. So yeah, that is a good point. That is a good point. We'll just have to see what happens. I haven't got a clue what's going to happen. Obviously, I've not been through this before. I don't know exactly how it works. We'll see. When August the 27th rolls around, then I'll reapply. As far as I know, there shouldn't be a problem. I can't think why there should be. And then we'll just have to see what happens and deal with it accordingly. Dinner tonight, says Jimmy Quinn, was pork schnitzel filled with ham and cheese and a breadcrumb coating. Oh, and king prawns in garlic. Bloody hell. Is it the same singles YouTube channel from before, asked Matron? Currently 21 subs. Yep, that's the one. That is the one. Mr. Stephen Paddy from Port Sunlight in the Whittle, the Leisure Peninsula, is here and says, how are you, good old Jason, tonight? I'm all right, thank you. How are you, sir? Hope you're well. How's your day been? Better than yesterday. And that will do. And then asking about the M11 and Matron and the good captain. Hello all from Florida, says Marge Reed. Hello to you. Thank you for being here. Ah, fabulous. Oh, this is nice. Oh, jolly good. Oh, oh God, how far behind am I on these comments? It might be worth starting to say goodnight, darlings, because I'm way behind on the comments and it's kind of time to go, isn't it? I need to get some food inside me and kind of, fall unconscious into bed. I've got a big day tomorrow. All those videos to get up there and the new sheet arriving and trying to figure out if the duvet cover is dried and oh God, and I suppose I might do a bit of dusting or decobwebbing. The days just fly by. Honestly, you think, right, well, I've got 2 weeks. That's plenty of time to do all of this. I've got a week. That's plenty of time. Well, it's not, and suddenly it's almost bloody Sunday, isn't it? Oh dear. Still, better than just sitting around, wishing the hours would pass, I suppose. All I can really think about now is my staff curry. Oh, and lunch tomorrow, which I was supposed to get out. There. Right, okay. Okay, that's a job done. Right, let's whiz through these comments and then let's all go to bed, shall we? Oh, Soph, I'm really looking forward to it too. Bit of community news. Sophie and Neil, our lovely betrothed couple now, let's not forget, have booked in their next little visit up here. another day at the yard with me and Mustard, and they're going to be staying here with me. So, oh, you'll get to experience the new sheet, Neil and Sophie. Whoa, the new microfiber sheet, possibly, unless I nick it for my own bed. But we shall see. Oh dear, right. Oh, I'm never going to. How many comments have I got? Oh, Christ above. Oh, there's 50 million comments, darlings. I'm really sorry. I'm never going to get through these. I'm never going to get through these, and it's 1:30. Right. I'll whiz. Oh dear. Oh, I've got no chance. Oh, I'm really sorry, everybody. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh. Oh, remember to let the bedding bask, says Peter P. Oh God, don't go there. Honest to God, you've not seen anything like it. There's a photo on Facebook. It doesn't show the full horror. It's a reference to when Chinese Madam was with me. And the first properly sunny day, then she insisted that we had to empty the cottage and everything had to go outside to bask, in her words. Everything. Cushions, soft furnishings, clothing, bedding, everything had to go outside to bask. It was absolutely ridiculous. There was stuff, I had my trees then, it was before the trees were taken down. There was stuff in all the trees, on all of the shrubberies, it was just everywhere. And there was quite a bit of debate on Facebook. My French friends all said, well, this is totally normal. We do the same in France. First proper sunny day of the year, everything goes outside to get. Oh dear. No, pushing the hoover around is not a euphemism. Oh, Denise 7 is here. Oh, that's lovely. Glad you laundered the bedding. If you're not fibbing, I shall be sniffing it to check. It's in the Daily Diary video. There is video evidence of this. Don't you worry about that. Oh, Simone's knackered again, bless her. Oh, hello, Ross. Boaty, you probably lost a bit of elasticity too. Yeah, I probably have. Neil would like to make it clear that he didn't use the guest cupboard as a shagging pad. In reality, he was slightly tipsy, ended up passing out with a lamp in my face all night. I nearly got sunburn off the lamp. Yeah, because you couldn't work out how to turn it off. There's a wall-mounted lamp just by the headboard of the bed in the guest cupboard, right? And it's really, really old tech. It's one of those old type Pifco lights, that's just mounted there on the wall. And underneath the lighty bit, then there's an on-off switch. And Neil couldn't work out how to turn the only switch there from on to off. That's alcohol for you, children. That lamp is like a UV lamp. I could see the blood vessels in my eyelids. You should have turned it off. Or you can swivel it and turn it away from you. Oh my God. Oh dear, dear, dear. I made the bed, Boaty. I'm good, says Sophie. Make the bed as I work, like I'm working in Premiering. Sorry, I'm just really whizzing there. Boaty, doubt you'd make a financial advisor. Yes. Wow, this bedding news is fascinating. Oh dear. I should give you a full written report on how good the sheet is, and I will include a pie chart. I can't read that out. Will you be doing anything else but throwing up vids tomorrow? Asked Jimmy F500. I've got so much stuff to do. I've got so much stuff to do. Oh, God. I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it now. Oh, dear. If you want tits, Boaty, says Barry Scratter, get a sex change on the NHS. Boaty with bigger tits. Oh, God. I think he's just upset about the breasts, Boaty's boobies. As Mustard said when he called in on Monday, says the M11, Boaty only wants me on his channel for the titty content. Anyway, Boaty, goes on the M11, your moobs must be about 38D. Minimum. I might be double D by now. It's the momos that go straight to the tits. Oh, dear. Oh, everybody's loving Dave calling in. Oh, that's good. Oh, and people are saying that Emma's a natural at YouTube. I agree with that. I know exactly what Dave Smith means, making the jump from community to speaking in person. But once you've done it, you're dragged into the madness and you'll be co-hosting a live soon. There are 25 shops on Sedgley High Street, says Neil. 15 of them are Turkish barbers. It's a thing. It is a thing now. Oh, God, now we're talking about Mustard's cock. Oh, dear. Sorry, I'm still just scrolling through. Oh, a lot of love for Dave. That's really nice. That is really nice. Matron's getting particularly excited about his voice. Oh, thank you, Matron. Matron's put the link in for the UK Singles channel. I wonder if anybody's subscribed. I'll have a look when I finish this. Right, that is it, darlings. That is it. I apologise for not going through all of the comments. It's like 20 to 1. I was only going to do till midnight tonight. I really do need to get some eats and sleeps, and I'm sure you guys do too. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for staying up until such a ridiculous time of night. Thank you for being an amazing people in the community. Special thank you to Dave for ringing in. That was fantastic. And we got a lot to look forward to, haven't we? Neil and Soph are coming up next month. But, you know, the M11 Sunday, just around the corner, there's going to be a lot of videos about that because I'm pretty sure that between us, we're going to video every single second of the however many is hours that we're going to be doing our thing. There we go. All right, darlings, I'm going to leave it at that and bugger off. I'll be here again tomorrow, Saturday Night Live, 11:30, same time, same place. It'll be the last one on my own for a few days because Sunday, there's going to be somebody sitting here next to me. And as I say, you've got 1, 2, 3 videos coming tomorrow. 2 on this channel, 1 on the other one. I'm just going to go. I need to get food. I need to do things. But I've really enjoyed tonight. Thank you all very, very much, and have a safe and peaceful night. Have a great day tomorrow. The weather's going to be fabulous for the next quite a while, apparently. So let's all make sure we enjoy it. Take really good care of yourselves. Have the best day tomorrow that you can. And hopefully I'll see you tomorrow night, 11:30. Much love from me. Achoo and indeed. Bosh.